Hi guys, it's me Jizzle again, and in this video that I will be dedicating to my birthday month in the year 2025, I shall be talking about a movie that is based on a video game franchise which I have the bare minimum knowledge of. But the movie was actually pretty good. And I speak about the legendary movie Tomb Raider with Angelina Jolie. But just to be more specific to this movie, because I know that the one with Alicia Vikander is just on the Tomb Raider, I'm gonna call this one Lara Croft Tomb Raider because it just suits her. Now, I just want to say that when I said that I was very big into the franchise, I do have many of the video games, especially the more modern Tomb Raider games. But my problem came from the problem with the PS2 controller and my joystick, and that I couldn't manipulate the camera with the joystick and just playing it regularly with the standard analog stick was a pain in the ass for me, so I couldn't really do it. I'm sure that if they had it now on like a joystick friendly console and stuff, I probably will do it to completion. But let me just talk about the movie from now on. I will be references to the games when necessary, but this movie is really good. I remember liking the sequel too enough. So let me just say that Angelina Jolie was born to play this role, okay? Because she's awesome. She got the impact of the British accent, and she got the attitude right, looks right, and the physique right. Because we all know that Lara Croft has a very unique build in video game heroines. So yeah, she got all that. But in the movie, they do show off some of her assets of it, if you will, because she does like various I want to take nude shots, but like shower shots, like from the rear end, and it's only mirrored by Daniel Craig character in it, Mr. West, and it's actually kind of weird because he's British, but yeah, he plays an American actor, an American character. Angelina Jolie is not British, but you didn't get British accent. It's weird that way. So anyway, she is on a quest to find out about this weird artifact that can turn back, can stop time and control time, and allow you to interact with objects in time past. Kind of very similar to the Eye of Agamotto, aka the Time Gem from the Infinity storyline in Doctor Strange movies. But in any case, at first we see Lara Croft roaming a tomb to try to read it for treasure and all that artifacts and stuff. But then she's attacked by a robot. And you might ask yourself, it's weird that they would have a robot inside of an ancient tomb. But from what I hear, they run it in the games. It has that kind of thing all the time where a mechanized thing is trying to protect a secret treasure or an artifact of kind, or some kind of mystical update that can power a doomsday device. Most often, the protector is based on some kind of a mythological creature or an animal of some kind. So when you actually kill animals in the game, more likely they're just robots and machines. Although there are some cases where they are animals, but for the most part they're machines or zombies or something like that. So anyway, it turns out this whole thing is just a big training program designed by her. Much like it reminds me of Electra, the movie Electra. The kind of weird movie with the sandbag, the train device that's hanging from the ceiling by another rich woman that goes on like a very vigilante mission and stuff. So anyway, it's just like a training exercise for her. And it's very weird because later on in the movie, she had like I wouldn't say ballerina moment, but like hanging from two bungee cords around her waist. And first when she's training with it and doing a little dance and stuff with it in the air, it's more like she's doing like ballerina classical music to it. But yet when she's actually in combat with a bunch of people coming down from the ceiling, it's more like the rock music comes on. No more of the disgraceful stuff. It's more like a rock music, which is really funny. Even though she's pretty much armorless and defenseless, she's super good fight. She wraps the cord around her bungee cords and twists the guy around and disorders. And I would think that rather than just being able to run around in a circle against the walls, she would eventually get the cords would get shorter and shorter to the point where she couldn't run around anymore. But that's neither here nor there. That's later on halfway or 3/4, 1/3 or 1/2 of the movie through. So they have to find out that it's artifact. And I really like the fact that the butler is really surprised that Lord Croft, or Lady Croft, as her name implies, tends to like more boyish outfits and none of the girly stuff that you would expect from a girl from England and all that. But I like the way they also have her father being dead and stuff, but then they have a memorialize him in like a little private tent over a tombstone. Which is a nice touch. And what's also a nice touch is that it's revealed through flashbacks and through like wish fulfillment vision and things that the actor is really the actor that they get to play Lord Croft is actually the real father, John Voight. I don't think they did that on purpose or it was a happy accident. But it was a good casting choice. I think really does do the whole daddy thing proper. So anyway, they have her doing the training exercise, and that's where she goes up to the artifact. And by using it, the time clock that she received, I think in the mail. And this timepiece, like more or less like a key to opening a puzzle. Just like in the game's puzzle solving adventure, which is kind of nice. But then we find out that they, there's an evil team of archaeologists who want to try to find time stone or whatever time object for evil purposes. Maybe to resurrect somebody that was bad, or prevent a bad guy from being shot or whatever the case is. So anyway, they're led by Powell, played by Leanne Glenn, and then accompanied by Mr. West, more or less like the male equivalent to Lara Croft, again played by Daniel Craig pre-Bond. So anyway, they show him like I think it's implied that at one point Laura and West were lovers. So there was like a previous relationship between them two, which is nice. So anyway, the team's gotta go underground into the tomb and find this weird timepiece, this weird part of a triangle, half of a triangle in Thailand, of all places. So they find the main puzzle room, Laura's in the shadows, and I want to say that all Miss Julie's outfits in this movie are based upon one of Laura's game costumes in the actual game itself. So that's nice. That's a nice little reference. And believe it or not, when in the last puzzle room area, they actually show her in white tight outfit on. It looks like jeans, but only different color. When she gets wet in the process of solving the puzzle or whatever, it turns into white. Much like what you would see in the game, like bluish white. So it's kind of like clever, but on the other hand, she is wet, so kind of weird. Kind of like a wet t-shirt contest. That's all those puzzles. So anyway, they have the group to try to put some swords into the rocks and stuff. Come by later on, but then they also have this like heavy beam. It's on like a swinging chain. Kind of remind me of that part in God of War 2, where they have simple like cases. I think that's the way you pronounce it. With the hanging gun rigger, whatever that thing called, the weird ramrod, battery ram. So anyway, like a timer that they've got to activate this thing, otherwise it's gotta wait 5,000 meters for it to pass the London, etc. It's a mystical moment, Jabba. So she said, that's not the key, that's the hole. The keyhole is right here behind me. So, in a very moment, the bad guy team up with Laura to try to solve this puzzle. Now, I actually like these portions because in the game, of course, she's a bombshell, and she's pretty nervous, so she's got that nice accent, and she uses two pencils like in the movie here. But also she's more or less like a archaeological detective. Phoenix Wright was a Conan, which is a real welcome because normally women in videos like seeing down to the dress, you need rescuing and all that rot. But meanwhile, Croft and Thomas Rand, they actually made it like a booty. Anyway, in this movie, she does booty too. And, they do have like when she activates the time stone, the clock, the swinging chain thing becomes active. And then it just barely doesn't get to where it's supposed to get. And it releases the, triangle, the triangle lens that reveals where the triangle is supposed to be under the guy's feet, where they put the swords. So in any case, she ends up jumping on top of the swinging chain battering ram to give it enough force to push it into where it's gotta go. Now, two things about this puzzle there. I'm glad that there was somebody that was the same height, weight, and intelligence as Laura Croft to do this. It's forcing of the lever to go forward enough to puncture the thing. It's like when can you imagine what it'd be like if you didn't have someone like Laura to jump on top of the thing and give enough push to go forward? Anyway, this thing is this like jug, this container with the liquid with the lens in it is right in the center of a Hindu goddess statue. And it's kind of weird because it's almost like a pregnant belly, but the belly rim is covered with a needle, that's supposed to puncture the thing, therefore releasing all big water into wherever, and then the lens focuses the sunlight into the with the triangle pieces. But it is more of a abortion type message, with the needle puncturing a pregnant belly. That's what I got out of it anyway. Kind of disturbing. So anyway, I don't understand what's the big obsession with ancient civilizations. They got put all kinds of booby traps, and then later on that big six-armed Buddha statue and an Hindu goddess statue comes alive. Summons all six swords then and fight to Tomb Raider, Lara Croft. So, everybody else abandons it in fights of the other minor demons and mummies and stuff, which remind me of this GI from the Mummy and the Mummy 2. They're convincing, but they're not real. Well, they're yet at this point in developing CGI animation. So, what a good try. However, I find it really stupid that everybody, including Laura, uses machine guns and pistols to try to take down rock golems and rock creatures. So she is shooting at this thing. It's not really doing anything. the head rotates around, kind of like the living tribunal in the Marvel series. So anyway, they show that, and they show him trying to dig up on Laura with the swords and everything. And right as it's about to chop her into pieces, you see she gets a brainstorm about using the swinging chain Batman to kill it with the thing. And she does that. As it swings, she shoots the chain to make it go into it, makes it swing into the creature, therefore disappointing for good. And it's funny that when the head falls off, it's just like that big giant statue up, like he said, from God of War 2, in which such head comes crashing down in front of him. And then start talking to him. And singing the song, I ain't got no body. So then, during the course of this whole thing, they show, Laura Croft bringing out of the temple as the ancient creatures try to take her down. And it's revealed that these things can't handle sunlight. They're like a bunch of vampires. And she came to Mr. West to try to find the other triangle piece. Try to bring back her father and all that. So then they all go into Siberia or maybe Iceland, and they land in a village. The local speaks to her like she's talking about her father, like she knows her father. I have no idea who this girl is supposed to be, or what she's supposed to be, but I think it's supposed to be like a conscience or something. And she leaves behind a lilac flower to represent the father, Lord Croft, which is a cool name, don't get me wrong. The lavenders would indicate the presence of his father. So, the next portion involves the planetary rotating system around a bunch of planets and stuff. And it's quite nice. It's like one of those things the kids play with and build a model of those whole system. And what's even nicer is that they do a thing where they have small dogs run through this time warp pole, and you see them all becoming like skeletal and then muscular and reverse again when they exit the time storm. So those are pretty nice that they did to do this. Yeah, it's effect. And of course, right after she escapes the first temple, she gotta do one of those showers, sing again. This time in front of a Buddhist monk. Getting good eyesight there. So then, everyone had to climb on top of this thing, this weird solar system there. And Zelina and Lord Croft is on that race with Mr. West to get to the sun first, because bet who can get there first, and the single triangle pieces in there. So she eventually gets it out. She uses the key, the secret key in there, and Miss Powell eventually shoots his own men because they're part of the Illuminati and whatnot. So then he's like, okay, let me put you two triangle paths together. And nothing happens. Then he throws a knife at Mr. West, which is kind of like a kind of like an anti-hero. Like he's not really a good guy, but he's not a bad guy either. So the fact that he stabbed him means that he's trying to get Laura Croft to do what he wants him to do. But of course, not by doing it, by stabbing, by throwing a knife at him, he can actually coax her into wanting to turn back time, like the Chef song goes. If I could turn back time, and so yeah, you eventually get pulled under, forced under the gears of the rotating solar system, and she ends up doing what he wants. So what she does, she takes the clock mechanism, she has the key, and chucks it into one of the time distortions, and it makes all the mechanisms come apart, which is very nice showing of special effects with that CGI stuff. And then they show Laura getting a single piece of sand from in there, and then putting it into the timepiece, and then they end up putting it together, and they do like a pyramid run on the to get the real time stopper, which if she wins, will be more powers on going to death. Now I want to know why they need to use the piece of sand that was already in the triangle there. Why couldn't you just pick a random rock, make sure this is a grand sand, and put it back in the hole for the triangle piece? It doesn't necessarily say that it's gotta be that grand sand in particular. Just a piece of rock or debris or dirt or something. So then Laura ends up doing back time to when when the knife was just passing through the air. She frees time and then very carefully turns the knife back around to get Pally in the chest, right in the heart. I don't know how that will work in a physical sense, but right in the heart. So they show Laura actually turn the knife physically with blood in her hands and all that, which is really cool by the way. So he must really like him then. So anyway, he is resurrected, and like in Infinity War, and they show the guy getting stabbed in the chest, and then unrealistically gets up again and has like a magnet standoff with Laura, where it's one pistol versus two pistols, which kind of look like the USS Enterprise with the way the guns are set up. And he then orders for her to give it up. And Jerry said, no, I'll take you back, please. What's mine is mine. And I'll see you. Yeah, this sends the whole place crumbling down as the alignment of with and the theme. She faced with a pal fist to fist, and she actually wins. And the guy is crushed under the weight of a double crush down. Everybody's happy. Mr. West survives and presumably out of the village where everything's all good. Even the hippie guy, even the bad hippie archaeologist survives. And Laura goes back to get a watch from the guy, pal, that was big for her, but he got instead, and the sentimental value is still there. So at the end of the movie, they show the robot getting repaired, and doing like a danger room type thing with Laura Croft, and even the butler is like, you wearing a dress. No, it can't be. And Laura Croft says, quiet, because she knows it's absurd. And that's when the credits. I like the training rooms, design like the danger room from the X-Men universe. And I just like this movie a lot. So Angelina Jolie is Laura Croft. I want to know otherwise. It's got good action, good choreography, very unique, set design and all that stuff. And nice, simple, very puzzle oriented. She's mad smart and mad pretty too. So I'll cover the trailer next year. So and thank you very much for watching my video on the Angelina Jolie Laura Croft trailer. My birthday month of June in 2025. She also does a thing based on valuable artifacts against herself too. In the beginning of the movie, show how rich and eccentric she can be. But yeah, and this is my birthday month in 2025 June. I give this movie my happy faces approval because it's very much in line with what we would expect from the games. I'm pretty sure that it's like a blend of the movie and the game. Yeah, blend of different games to make the movie. And I like the costumes. I like the costume that Laura puts on. And by the way, when she is in Antarctica or Iceland as it was, wear a little hoodie made up of animal fur. And I think it's adorable. I think it'd be real funny that they come with ears like a panda bear uniform. It'd be so cute. Miss Jolie. I guess just that to show her badassery as compared to the other guy. The other people. Maybe. And I just like it all together. So, if you like what you see here and want to see more of my videos, you always like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel. you can also contact me future stuff on my future videos by calling me or texting me at 631-707-3707. Also, you can follow me on Twitter or X if you prefer at PNelsonPro. Also, you can follow me on my email at jjsviewingchannel@gmail.com. That's JJ's viewing channel at Gmail. So I salute anyone like too many games, anyone like Angelina Jolie's acting, because she is awesome in this role, as well as the other people. And you can also I salute all the people that like these actors and stuff too. So peace out, my brothers and sisters. Aloha. I'll see you in the next video. All you girls and guys in Scotland. Aloha. Sayonara. And ciao ciao.